Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Lua and I am a first year nursing student. I start my registered nursing program January 14th and this is my very first YouTube video. So this video I'm going to show you a few clips from my orientation. I did have 3 separate days for orientation, and since I do live in New York right now, I had to actually fly home 3 separate times for different meetings. If you don't attend the meetings, you lose your seat in the program. So a lot of the things that I was hoping I could do, over email or online or something, that wasn't the case. I had to physically be there at each meeting to be able to continue. So that was kind of crazy, but I did work with my work schedule and I got like 2 days off, well 3 days off, no, not 3. I got 2 days off so that I could like work one morning, fly out in the evening, the next day is my meeting, fly out the next morning, work the next day. So that kind of thing, just time management. And I was able to attend all 3 meetings. The last one was on Friday of last week, so not a full week ago, but couple days ago, and yeah, that was our final orientation. You're gonna see the clips from that meeting in this video.
People think that it's right. Like Miss Ella said, it is hard as you're gonna go through everything.
I'm only going to show you guys what you're going to use. Everything else, I'm going to kind of let you guys figure it out.
I don't think you guys have any class shows in here. I think this is dental.
As much footage as possible for you guys. I'm in here in the bathroom. Everybody just left. We only have like a 10-minute break, so yeah. But I just wanted to show you guys my little fit. It's cute, And I hope you guys can hear me. So look at my bulging mouth. This is 2 days later and still looks like this. So yeah. Bye guys. I have a little binder in my room with all of these papers that I had to do. I had to get like a physical, TB, varicella, all of these different immunizations, because when you're working in the hospital, you have to be protected with certain vaccines, because obviously in a hospital there's a lot of different disease and germs and infections, and you want to be as protected as possible from them. So I did all of those things. You needed like a drug test, a background check, a bunch of things like that that had to be completed prior to like the next meeting. So then the next meeting was basically turning in all of those papers. The advisors went through each paper to make sure everything was perfect, told you if they needed anything different, that kind of stuff, and we had to do our blood glucose test, which was basically like showing how to test for somebody's glucose if they have diabetes. We had to show how to do a quick release knot on the bedside. And we had to do a colorblind test. So these were little like verbal exams that we had to do to be able to continue on. And then the final meeting, these were like one was in October, November, and then December, then January school starts. So the one that I just went to, like I said, was the final orientation, and yeah. I just wanted to get into a little bit of background information about me and kind of my journey so far in terms of nursing. So I did get accepted into an RN program a couple of months ago it was. I actually got accepted into 2 programs, one here in New York City where I'm currently living, and another one in Kansas City, Missouri, which is where I grew up. So I got accepted into both of these schools, and I then had to kind of choose which school I wanted to go to. So I did choose the one in Kansas City, and I know some of you are maybe thinking like, what? Why would you choose to go to the Midwest when you're here in New York City, like one of the most amazing cities in the world? But
That is very true. I do love New York and I love living here, but I was trying to think more in terms of like ease of getting through school, and since I don't drive here, I do take public transportation, and clinicals could be anywhere, you know, in any borough, so it would kind of be a long commute, and my school is in Queens and I live in Brooklyn, so just to get to school itself is about an hour and a half, and that's one way, so both ways. And then clinicals could be even farther away, so I wasn't really excited to be doing all of that like extra traveling, and on the subway you never really know like if there's gonna be delays, and the trains are always packed, and you know, I know clinicals start pretty early and usually class does too, so I kind of didn't really want to deal with all of that. So I did choose the Kansas City school. My family lives there, I grew up there, so I'm pretty familiar with kind of the demographic and the culture there, so it won't be like a huge change, but it will be different to kind of move out of the city back to my hometown. So that's a little bit of background. I did apply to one of the schools that I was going to, maybe like a year ago now or something, and I applied 2 different times. The first time I didn't get in. They told me that I needed to raise my entrance exam score, and the exam was called the NLN. I don't know if any of you guys have had to take that, but it's a pretty hard exam. It stands for National League of Nursing, so I didn't do bad on it. Let's just say I didn't fail, but they did say that I needed to raise my score in order to get into the program. Maybe other people applying had higher scores than me, so it's kind of that thing, you know, competition when you're trying to get into nursing school. So I applied there once and I retook the test, and unfortunately I got 1 point lower than I got the first time, so it didn't really make sense for me to apply with my new score. So I went ahead and just applied with my old score again, hoping that maybe, you know, my score wouldn't be too low compared to the other applicants that semester, and again the same thing happened. I didn't get accepted, so I was kind of bummed and sad, so I decided to just move schools completely and try to get in another school, because I felt like I had really good grades and I had the, you know, desire and I guess drive to really get into nursing school, and I didn't want to do anything else, so I figured there has to be another way. So I moved schools and I took 1 semester of math and chemistry, and those were some hard classes for me, but I did do well in them, and I applied to their program and I got accepted, which was awesome. And like I said before, I applied to this one and the one in Kansas City and got accepted to both, so that was really amazing. It was kind of like a full circle thing. I was like so happy, like wow, I finally got accepted into nursing school. So yeah, that was really exciting, and now I'm just a couple weeks away from actually starting. So that's just a little bit of background about me and kind of where I'm coming from and what is to come in the future. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. I would love to subscribe to your channel as well if you are a nursing student, starting school, finished school. If you're already a nurse and you have a channel, I would love to support you, and I hope that we can support each other. And yeah, that's it for this video. My next video is going to be a school supply haul. I actually have mostly everything ready, but the problem is I've already moved a lot of my things to Kansas City, including most of my school supplies. So all I have here with me is like my stethoscope and my backpack and a few other little things, but I want to be there where I have like all my supplies all together so I can do that video. So I can just show you everything all at once. Also, I would like you to comment down below if you can and tell me like if you're a nursing student or what year you're in, or if you're just starting. I'd kind of just like to know and wish you guys good luck. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!